Okay, good morning, 7th graders. Today I'm just gonna be going over the packet again. I've noticed that a lot of us are going straight to the IXL assignments or just doing Khan Academy. Please make sure that you are watching the video and doing the practice problems first so that the IXL assignments are a bit easier for you. If you have questions, feel free to text me. I think all the 7th graders, you should have my number. Also be checking your email in case I'm sending out any emails. But thank you for helping each other out, and thank you to those of you that are staying on top of all the different assignments for all of the classes. Today I will not be available by Zoom in the morning because I still have meetings with other teachers, so please just be patient and text me if you need something. Okay. Week 1, Day 3. A heron is perched in a tree 50 feet above sea level. Okay, I need a number line. 50 feet above sea level. So let's call this sea level. Sea level. And there's a tree 50 feet above, and that's the heron. And then directly below the heron, a pelican is flying 17 feet above sea level. 17. Pelican. Directly below the birds is a trout swimming 23 feet below sea level. It's negative 23 trout. Let's see which of the following are true. The difference in height between the pelican and the heron is negative 33 feet. Well, difference is just subtraction. So 50 minus 17, you can't really have a negative feet. So the difference is just 33 feet. The distance between the heights of the pelican and the heron is negative 33 feet. Well, distance can't be positive, so that's also true. The difference in the height between the pelican and the trout is negative 40 feet. Well, pelican and the trout, actually looking at this, if it says pelican and the heron, that's 17 minus 50. So I do apologize. That is correct. But distance cannot be negative. I would understand if you're also like, you can't have negative 33 feet, but I think in this problem it wants you to do the first value minus the second value and you get negative 33 feet. And then distance always has to be positive. The difference in height between the pelican and the trout is negative 40 feet. Well, let's see. Pelican is 17 minus the trout, which is 23. Well, that would give you 17 plus 23, which is 40, not negative 40. The difference in height between the pelican and the trout is 40 feet. Yes. The distance between the heights, yes. This distance right here is also 40 feet. Which number line represents negative 6 minus 5? We know we start at 0 and then we go to negative 6. Which ones show that? Well, these two do not. They go to positive 6. Okay, now minus 5 means we go to the left 5 more. And that is what is shown here. This one shows negative 6 plus 5. We're looking for minus 5. Okay, number 3. Again, with the number lines, you should be really, really good at this by now. We start at 0, we go to negative 2.5. This one does not start at 0. Well, I guess none of them are starting at 0. They're skipping a step. Which ones at least begin at negative 2.5? This one begins at negative 2.5. Right here, this one begins at negative 2.5. Right here, this one, nope, that's not negative 2.5. This is not negative 2.5. And then we are adding a negative 1. When we're adding a negative number, even though it's addition, we still go to the left because we're adding a negative value. That's the same as subtracting 1. So this one shows that we started at negative 2.5. Oh my god, I can't even. Negative 2.5. And then we went to negative 3.5 because we subtracted another one. Okay, which of the following numbers is negative? Choose all that apply. We did this in our Do Now packet like last week. So let me just go through it really quickly. Remember that we're picking numbers that make sense. So I'm just going to use substitution. This is not 2 because it's not exactly as far away from 1 as 0 is from 1. So we can call this like 1.8. We can call this like negative, -3 maybe. And let's just substitute. 1.8 minus 1. A minus 2 is 1.8 minus 2. Negative b is negative, -3. A plus b is 1.8 plus -3. And then a minus b is 1.8 minus -3. Let's start solving. That becomes 0.8. That becomes -0.2. That becomes 3, because a negative, that just becomes +3. And then this one becomes -1.2, because you do 3 minus 1.8, and then it's negative because the -3 has a bigger absolute value. And then this is just becomes 1.8 plus 3, so that's 4.8. Which ones became negative? This one and this one. Okay. What is the value of 2.1 plus -3 minus -0.9? Okay, let's rewrite this first using addition. 2.1 plus -3, this becomes plus 0.9. And we can actually add the positive numbers together first if we want. So we can rewrite it, because it's all addition, we can switch the numbers around. If this said subtraction, we could not do that. But I can change it like this. Actually makes it easier for us because 2.1 plus 0.9 is 3, and 3 plus -3 is 0. Okay, if it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit in Boston and -2 degrees Fahrenheit in Anchorage, how much warmer is it in Boston than Anchorage? Okay, this is 0. This is 32 degrees Fahrenheit, Boston. And this is -2 degrees Fahrenheit, Anchorage. What's the difference? How much warmer is it? Well, it's 32 right here and then 2 right here. So the total change in temperature, like how much warmer it is 34. You can add the absolute values. 32, absolute value of 32 plus absolute value of -2 equals 32 plus 2, which is 34. It is 34 degrees Fahrenheit warmer in Boston than Anchorage. Okay, please tell me if I'm going too fast in these problems, and then I'll slow down for the next few. Okay, good luck, everybody. Have a nice day.